Hi, my name is Lourdes. I am a rising third year at the University of Virginia. I am majoring in electrical and computer engineering. This summer, I am participating in the SULI program. I am working with Robert Norton in the cryogenics department. I'm happy to be back in the lab. I worked here for 2 years in high school through a mentorship program, working with the instrumentation and controls and SRF groups. So my project this term is to develop functional control logic for the high flow recovery compressor. Doing this will consist of developing a controls philosophy, which is a type of software specification, and a failure mode effects analysis, so FMEA. This essentially assess the different hazards that could happen if certain elements fail and their effects on other parts in the system. So after that will come the PLC programming, and then possibly developing a human-machine interface, HMI, and drawing schematics for the enclosure for the controls. That I will be using AutoCAD for. The high flow recovery compressor, essentially, it's a recovery compressor, so it takes the helium that's used in the accelerator to cool down the cryo modules and sends it up through a recycling process. So it filters out the contaminants and impurities. This specific compressor will also be used to test energy efficiency, so isothermic and volumetric efficiency. The main characteristic of this will be its variable frequency drive, so that'll be used to control the motor speeds of the compressor. This project has exposed me to many different disciplines, mainly electrical and mechanical. So to understand the system that I'm working on, I have to understand both the control and mechanical elements, what they do, their purpose, their function, how they affect other system elements. So I think developing the control philosophy and the FMEA and going through the piping and instrumentation diagrams will help me understand these elements. Participating in the SULI program has been a wonderful experience. I get to work with amazingly brilliant engineers and scientists. Working on this project specifically and getting to talk to other electrical engineers around the lab has given me a good sense of what I want to do with my degree after college. Getting to see how they apply electrical and computer engineering and what projects they're working on has helped my decision for my career. So along with that, and attending the tours and the summer lecture series here has exposed me to different types of accelerator research going on at the lab. I find it incredibly amazing that so many types of people are working towards this common goal of expanding research and real knowledge. And while I'm not able to work, or while I'm not working on the actual experiments, I get to work on the controls and the equipment needed to make that possible. So what I've learned from the SULI program is that I certainly want to work at one of the DOE labs after school, and that will probably be Jefferson Lab.